Video game designer Brendan explains that scientists put rats inside mazes to study how organisms use their memory to learn, adapt, and evolve as they create an internal map of their world. He always reads these studies because he uses those principles to design his games, and he points out that without memory, humanity would get nowhere. One day, Brendan goes to the beach with his wife Claire and their daughter Sam. They have a wonderful time together, and after a short nap, Sam announces she'll go looking for shells with her Curious George toy, promising not to get in the water. However, while Sam is distracted with the shells, the waves take away the monkey, so she gets in the water to retrieve it. Unfortunately, the sea is too strong, and she never makes it back. The family offers all their support to the parents through the funeral, but Brendan and Claire are still devastated. Claire still feels like this isn't real, and Brendan can barely function, constantly crying in his daughter's room. A few months later, Claire decides it's time to move and starts packing up Sam's room. However, Brendan isn't ready yet and he immediately freaks out as he begs his wife to put everything back in place. When he grabs his daughter's favorite books, he notices the title Berenstain Bears is written with an A although he remembers it with an E. Later at night, Brendan can't sleep and he suddenly hears a noise. With a bat in hand, he goes to the kitchen and almost attacks, but it's just his brother-in-law Matt raiding the fridge. They share a late-night snack while chatting, and Brendan asks Matt about the book title. Delighted to hear that Matt also thought it was written with E. Since Brendan still can't sleep, he searches for an explanation on the internet and finds thousands of articles about it. Lots of people have the same memory as he does and think it's a conspiracy, but eventually Brendan comes across something called the Mandela effect, a phenomenon in which a whole group of people shares fake memories. They usually blame it on alternate timelines or parallel universes, and its name comes from the fact many people had thought Mandela died in prison. The next morning, while Claire is getting ready to finally return to work, Brendan notices a family picture on their refrigerator. The photo shows the Griffith Observatory, and when Brendan asks, Claire confirms she remembers the picture being taken there. However, Brendan remembers taking that exact same picture at the Pacific Science Center instead. Claire thinks he's just confused and gets back to work. Afterward, Brendan shows Matt what he's found about the man.